Brilliance of men.
Creation of animals.
Then God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth, each according to its kind. And it was so.
God made animals first, then people. Living creatures could have lived millions of years before the creation of the first man. The period of the dinosaurs. Non-bird dinosaurs lived between 245 to 66 million years ago, in a time known as the Mesozoic Era. The era spanned millions of years before the first modern humans, Homo sapiens, appeared. The climate was relatively hot and dry, and much of the land was covered with large deserts. Unlike today, there were no polar ice caps. It was in this environment that the reptiles known as dinosaurs first evolved. Reptiles tend to flourish in hot climates because their skin is less porous than, for example, mammal skin, so it loses less water in the heat. Reptile kidneys are also better at conserving water. The harsh environment was unlivable for human and the animals found today. Thus, only hardy reptiles inhabited and roamed the earth.
Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them.
God created new breed of animals and birds that were smaller, tamer, and easier to handle from the dust of the ground to replace the gigantic, ferocious, and fearful animals, and brought them to Adam for him to name them. Dinosaurs dominated the earth for more than 150 million years and then vanished. Scientists have many theories to explain this fact. Some say that when flowering plants appeared on Earth about 200 million years ago, they increased the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere, causing dinosaur breathing rates and heartbeats to increase to the extent that the creatures burned themselves out. Other theories suggest that the dinosaurs were poisoned by the plants they ate. The extreme heat on the Earth began to mellow progressively, causing a shift in global climate. Smaller animals with thinner skin could thrive in a cooler climate. God had to annihilate behemoth dinosaurs in order to preserve the lives of smaller animals. From archaeological findings, bigger and hardier animals were replaced many times, until the creation of thin-skinned and fur-coated animals for Adam to name.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being.
God formed all living creatures from the ground, man included. The body composition of animals and men are therefore similar. The Darwinian theory of evolution by natural selection, which dictated that Homo sapiens are one of the products of evolutionary processes, was a fallacy of Charles Darwin's own hypothesis. Systematic Bible dating. All the dates plotted in the Systematic Bible dating chart are obtained from the Bible without bias or inference. The creation of Adam to the death of Jesus was calculated to be 4064 Jewish year. If we base Jesus' birth at 1 AD, then his death at the age of 33 will be in 44 AD, and Adam came into existence in 4031 BC. Dominion over every living thing.
Then God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth.
Man had complete dominion over all living things for 6,000 years. Dinosaurs pre-existed millions of years before God made his first man 6,000 years ago. Homo erectus, the upright man, was wrongly accepted as the extinct ancestors of modern man. The classification error occurred because both species shared the same physical composition. God fashioned them from the mud, remember? The truth is, Homo erectus was a genus of primordial animals that walked upright, and its presence on Earth predated Adam. From Bible dating, we have learned that mankind entered civilization within 700 years of existence. On the contrary, animals have existed for millions of years, yet they remain in their primitive origin. Man continues to make huge advances in sciences, from quantum mechanics to cutting-edge biomedical technology. We possess inexhaustible cognitive power that sets us apart from animals. Where do human beings get this mind-boggling intelligence from?